Guy that Utah State would like to see handle it, but most kicks, especially at 70, 220 feet, and Roth is an outstanding kicker, they sail out of the end zone. And this one is going to, whoa, that went out of bounds. That is not how Wyoming wanted to start. It went out of bounds at the 3-yard line. So Utah State, with that high-powered offense, is going to get the bonus of even better field position. It'll come out to the 35-yard line, and there is Jordan Love, just a sophomore. He's from Bakersfield, California. He has everything you want. The size, he has escapability, and he can spin it.
He has the smarts and wants to be great. Has done all the little things in the offseason to take himself to another level.
They'll throw it right away, and at the 44-yard line, it's a pickup of 9 yards. And catching the football is Aaron Vaughns, the senior from Altadena, California. Elijah Halliburton brought him down right to the line of scrimmage. This is exactly what Utah State does, and that throw is a little bit short of the intended target. 21 is Jalen Green, so it'll be 3rd down and a yard. Antonio Hull had the coverage, and you look at the head coach, Matt Wells. He's in his 6th year, former quarterback at Utah State. He's coaching his alma mater. Darwin Thompson is standing to the left of Love. This is when they go slow, on the rare time that they actually look to the sideline for a call.
3rd down situations be about it. They just want to be sure.
And they'll get the 1st down. Thompson, a huge opening. He could go. Touchdown, Utah State. No flags on 3rd and 1. He busted one for 56. Wow. That is what the Aggies do. They score a lot, and they score quickly.
This whole thing gets turned. Watch the defensive line turns their shoulders, and the gate is opened on the backside. This is a great job of washing everything down by the entire right side of that offensive line.
8th rushing touchdown this year for Thompson, a junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And the extra point is right down the middle from Dominic Eberle. 7-0, 30 ticks into the game. Not everybody's gotten away from the barbecues in the parking lot.
This is an incredible run here. Like, great cut, vision, he's patient. And on 3rd and 1, sometimes you want a guy to hit it, but he's very patient. Love holds his man out with a good fake coming outside, but look at the job by the tight end who's filling in. Carson Terrell is doing a great job of walling down and keeping his block. I mean, this is an explosive offense.
Well, needless to say, for a team like Wyoming struggling to score, that is a disastrous first 30 seconds.
Well, you kick it out of bounds first off. That's the first bad thing that happened. You give up a nice 9-yard chunk on 1st down. You get an incompletion on 2nd, and out the gate on 3rd. I mean, that's a terrible start.
So Dominic Eberle is going to kick it deep. Number 25 is Austin Conway. He's a junior from down the road in Aurora, Colorado. Prepped at Overland High School in the Centennial League. Marvelous athlete. Eberle into the football, and this, what's going on? This goes out of bounds.
This looks like my golf game right here.
Couple of hooks.
Kick out of bounds.
Couple hooks.
Kicking team. Ball be placed at the 35-yard line.
And I've played a lot of golf with you, and you're not, you're not exaggerating.
Yeah, couple hooks.
No, but listen, when you get it hooked up, though, it's pretty good.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is a great job here. We're going to get inside. We're going to block down, and down, and seal the edge here. And the patience by the tailback here, Darwin Thompson, is what sets it up. See, he gets his shoulder square the line of scrimmage, so he has a 2-way go, which enables him to break it to the backside. That's a great job and a nice read by Thompson.
They'll go jet sweep. Conway with the football, made one man miss, couldn't make the second man miss, and it's actually a loss of a yard.
Tyree Menifee has to get his guy. He's got to block his man, and that's a big play there.
Here's Tyler Vanderwall. He's a redshirt freshman. He's a California kid. Again, he looks the part. The problem is he's been late on throws too frequently, and third down has really been a tough spot for Wyoming. They are last in college football in FBS in converting on third down, just 29%. And they got second and 11 here. He'll go straight ahead, Evans, and he'll get a couple of yards, maybe 3. And it'll set up a 3rd and 8 for a team that's only converting 29%. 3rd and 8 feels like 3rd and 18.
It really doesn't. The thing is, Drew, the reason you're late on plays, and you're 18 years old, a lot of young quarterbacks have to deal with this. You want to see your guy break open. You want to see him break open. You don't anticipate your throws. He hasn't had enough reps to be at that point yet. He's got to trust the system, anticipate a little bit earlier to get the ball out.
He's got time and a deep out cut, and the throw is a pretty good one, but just a little bit too tall, trying to get it outside. And it'll be 3 and out as he could not connect there with Aiden Eberhardt.
This is an excellent route on the outside, but just put it out there with some touch. He's got plenty of space. That's where you got to convert. That's where you got, especially against a team like Utah State, you've got to hang in there and convert.
Dante Crow, nearly a high snap, pressure coming, and Crow gets it away. Jordan Nathan, a fair catch back at his own 23-yard line. So the quick strike offense of Utah State, it took them 30 seconds to get in the end zone. They're up 7-0. Mountain West Football on AT&T Sportsnet is brought to you by the Wyoming Department of Health. Not in the car, not in the house, not in the garage. Stop secondhand.com. And by Blue Federal Credit Union. Learn about our Sky High savings account at bluefcu.com/Sky High. Well, it's the homecoming parade earlier today. I love being in Laramie. Always a lot of fun. Great college community. Here on the high plains, about 2 hours, 15-minute drive down to Denver. Gerald Bright's now in the football game. They're going to run a reverse, and this thing's bottled up, well defended. Now going the other direction with the football is Vaughn's, and he ran 47 yards to pick up 2.
But he didn't lose anything. This is an excellent job of staying home and keeping contained. Watch the edge right outside. That's a great job of holding your ground.
And a quick hitter, and this is going to be very close to a first down. I think it will be a first down for Gerald Bright. You're going to see both 5, Darwin Thompson, who scored the touchdown, and 8, Gerald Bright. Both are averaging well over 6 yards a carry, and they're both very similar in stature.
12 touchdowns between the two of them.
You know, 5'8", 5'9", 195 to 200 pounds. It is a first down for Utah State. They're up 7-0. They have it at their own 35. And a quick throw, and Tarver makes the catch at the 40 and drives ahead to the 42. Ronquavian Tarver, senior from Belle Glade, Florida. He was tackled by Marcus Epps, number 6, the outstanding free safety for Wyoming.
One of the more versatile DBs in this conference.
Well, those two safeties, 6 Epps and 28 Wingard, it's one of the better tandems you're going to find.
Without question. They both, I mean, are like coaches on the field, both of them.
Love all day, and he throws it over Tarver's head. He wasn't there. And it's going to be 3rd down and 3. And Wyoming, because of this, is able to get a fresh set of down linemen, and that's so important when you're playing Utah State.
It really is. To get pass rush, you need it. Miscommunication, and Love just decides to throw that play away until take the leap to the next play.
3rd and about 3.5. Bright is in at running back.
And they will run the ball here as well. So you've got to be alert. You got man coverage outside all over the field.
Blitz coming in the A gap. Love looking down the field toward Nathan, and he can't haul it in. Good coverage down there. In the neighborhood was Elijah Halliburton.
This is a good job. They go man free underneath, so you're taking your shot. And Halliburton comes over from the safety spot to help Epps out.
And it was Logan Wilson who applied the pressure, and there's the pass that, you know, for a guy in your face, Jordan Love really put that football where it needed to be. Pretty impressive.
And did it in a calm fashion. He never seems to get rattled.
Tyler Heinze's punt, taken by Conway. He's trying to get to the wall. He's got the edge. Conway to the 44-yard line. So great field position for Wyoming, something they could not say at all last week in a loss at Fresno.
Bottled up the entire game, and look at the excellent job and the excellent job of working. Look at all the brown jerseys on the white jerseys blocking. Guys taking care of their players, hats on hats. That's an excellent job.
The punt of 53, but Conway took it back 28 yards. This kid originally came to Wyoming as a scholarship basketball player. Played a year of hoops, said, I miss football. Fake the jet sweep. They give to Nico Evans. And a solid 4, maybe 5 on first down for Evans, the senior from Los Angeles.
So anytime you commit yourself, and that's the biggest word, is commit yourself, especially for a guy that hadn't had a ton of carries. You commit yourself in the offseason to want to be the best. I mean, you have to be commended for that. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of toughness mentally. Kudos to Nico Evans.
And as Taylor told you off the top, he worked really hard on his quickness. He keeps it on the ground, and he gets across midfield to the 49 and change. So he's going to be short by about 1.5 yards. Chase Christiansen made the tackle. And this is what Wyoming wants to do. Naturally, sustain drives, keep the ball away from that high-powered offense. But the key is they have to finish drives with points.
Absolutely, as well as convert and get multiple first downs. It's a big chance for them right here.
Fort resets on the right, and it's Evans. And oh man, he got knocked backwards right in the hole. It looked like he was going to find a seam, and it's going to be 4th down. That was Gage Ferguson, you're right, coming up and blowing him a kiss, the 5th-year senior.
Sometimes you make too many cuts, and right there, just put your head down and go. See that extra little cut? But you couldn't see it, but underneath that pile, Devon Anderson had his ankle.
Instead, we talked about their problems on 3rd down. That's 3rd down real manageable. That's 3rd down at 5 feet.
You can take that. You want to make it, but you want to keep being in those situations. Come up with different ways to convert.
This is a heck of a boot by Dante Crow. We'll talk more about Dante Crow. He's the backup punter. He's also a punt returner. We'll talk about that when we come back. Utah State up 7-0. Number 8 is Dante Crow. He's an interesting young man. Tim Zaleski was the regular punter. He tore his ACL. So the last couple of weeks, Dante Crow's out of Sheridan, Wyoming, who's also a receiver and a punt returner. He was a great high school soccer player. He's been handling the punting chores. He had a scholarship to play soccer down at the University of Denver, but he wanted to stay in the game of football. And now he finds himself punting. Throw it in the flat, and Nathan picks up a yard. And that's all to be 2nd down and 9. There defensively was Garrett Krall.
Shows you how that young man can run. I mean, that's an outside screen to a receiver.
Well, talking to Coach Wells and David Yost, the outstanding offensive coordinator for Utah State, they felt like this defensive line comparable to Michigan State's. Bright, and he gets nothing. Maybe got to the line of scrimmage.
Connor Kane knifes through.
Also got a flag down.
Maybe.
Offside. Defense, number 91, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
Well, that's your honors candidate, Carl Granderson. Is lined up offside. That hurts.
It hurts because that's a heck of a play by Connor Kane, who just knifes through across the face of the guard and makes the play for a loss. This team doesn't lose yardage very often.
You saw Craig Bohl take a walk there. They've struggled offensively. We've talked about how good the defense is. They're really well coached. They don't hurt themselves typically. That's why that penalty is uncharacteristic. Bright in the backfield, and he gets knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line. He ends up getting the first down.
Watch Johanna Gaffan has him in the backfield, but
couldn't wrap him up.
Shows you the strength. There's a lot of strength in that body. You see the good stiff arm, and then the finish right here. He layers a hammer on the DB as well.
And what a catch at the 37-yard line. Nathan with a one-handed grab. Redshirt sophomore from Monrovia, California. Chavez Pownell with the tackle. 2nd down and 6 for Utah State. They're up 7-0. They scored on the opening drive. A 56-yard run by Darwin Thompson. Look to the sideline. Check the wristband for Jordan Love.
So they've been kind of keeping Dewey out of the game, Andrew Winger.
He just threw that away with the ball on the ground. So it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Good pressure by Carl Granderson, laying the hit.
Utah State says allowed only 1 sack their last 4 games. Love gets rid of the football.
They've got a lot of space. They're giving a lot of room to the tight end. Now they take him to the other side.
Wyoming comes up and shows a pressure package.
Man here.
They're going to bring 5. And Love throws it high, and good coverage on Nathan. So Wyoming is able to get off the field defensively. Good coverage by Antonio Hull.
Good job. They like to bring that double gut. You see Winger coming up inside as well. Gets a lick on Love. But a really good job of stepping up by Hull in the secondary. You're out there on an island playing man free. Not a lot of help for you. That's a great job.
Taylor Hensey's punt went out of bounds away from Conway, who had the 28-yard return moments ago. When we come back, Wyoming will have the football. They'll try to work Nico Evans, leading rusher in the Mountain West Conference. Homecoming in Laramie. Utah State has the early advantage, 7-0 on Craig Bohl's Wyoming Cowboys. Well, sometimes we say this as announcers, oh, it's a perfect fit, this coach in this particular university. I mean this. With Craig Bohl, who played at Nebraska, coached at Nebraska, and then the great years at North Dakota State, there is no better fit than Craig Bohl in Laramie, Wyoming. And the true freshman, Sean Chambers, is now in at quarterback. And he is going to carry the football. And his first collegiate play is a pickup of 3 yards. You and I were talking, and we felt this may happen early on with Tyler Vanderwall struggling. And Sean Chambers, 3rd series, he's in the football game.
And they like him a lot. Say he has a lot of the intangibles, a lot of special characteristics. But now you get to see it under fire. They get to see it in practice, but now you get to see it under fire.
Big, strong kid, 6'3", 215 pounds, and he's going to run it again right up the gut. He lost the football as he got enough for the first down if he held on. He lost it, and Utah State will take over it plus territory. Sprinting off the field is Adewale Adeoye.
I think it was Ridasoni Fata with the hit right there. Pops it out.
Yep, he ripped it out, and Adeoye came up with it. "36-yard line of Wyoming for Utah State, up a touchdown, 6:14 to go in the opening quarter in Laramie. Even though Wyoming hasn't done much this year offensively, the one thing they have done is they've taken care of the football typically.
They just haven't been able to string drives together in series and get multiple first downs. I mean,
it's just their 6th turnover set. And this is batted up in the air. It was nearly, it's incomplete. It was nearly caught by Epps. And then on the rebound, DJ Nelson almost caught the football.
And Love just seems a little off right there. You see just the H stick route. Ball thrown away and hot.
Love wants to take a shot. He's hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
That's what they're going to need to do, get pressure.
That was Granderson. Granderson, who's one of the more celebrated defensive ends in the western part of the country. Only 2 sacks so far, but he's had multiple quarterback hits.
Lots of pressures, and right there, you're seeing a lot of guys get home now. Johanna Gaifan gets back there as well. And if this front can get healthy and play the way they're capable of playing, that makes it a lot easier for the guys on the back end.
Pressure coming again. Love, strike, short of the first down. It is ruled incomplete now to Jalen Green. Tyler Hall had the coverage, and it's 4th and 10.
So the slant route, good coverage, and the ball on the side. And it hits the ground right there and rolls, and good call.
So they're going to attempt a field goal of 53 yards. And they have one of the better kickers in college football, Dominic Eberle. And a whistle. Timeout, Utah State.
Prior to the snap, Utah State calls their first timeout of the half. It'll be 30 seconds in duration.
And you wonder if they were a man short. Why else would you call a timeout there?
Well, he struggled last time out, just 1 of 3. They didn't really need it, but you always want to be in that good feel, that good groove.
Well, those are the first 2 kicks he's missed this year. Earlier in the year, he had 3 kicks of 50-plus yards against New Mexico State. First team all-conference selection last year. Also an academic all-Mountain West Conference performer. He was a 3rd-team All-American a year ago. Eberle is a junior from Nuremberg, Germany. Now they're set. They get a 53-yarder. And this one is right the whole way. So Wyoming, having to defend a short field, gets off the field without allowing points. Their defense, as they so frequently have, hanging in there. It's 7-0, and that came 30 seconds in.
Just waiting for the offense to this is what the vision was for this defense, to be stifling. You gave up 1 bust play, and it was a tremendous job blocking, but they've been stifling over this good offense.
Tyler Vanderwall is back in, so 2 snaps for Chambers. He ran both times, fumbled on the second, and they'll go back to the redshirt freshman. He hands off to Nico Evans. He thought he had an opening, and there is the linebacker David Woodward pulling him down. He already has 4 tackles in the game, the 235-pound sophomore from Olympia, Washington. They say he's a lot like Nick Vigil. Remember Nick Vigil,
yeah,
Utah State?
His brother.
Yeah.
Outstanding player, starting in the NFL right now. Nick is.
With the Bengals.
Woodward's last game, 12 tackles, 3 sacks, 3.5 tackles for loss. That's a career for some guys, or a season for some guys.
Utah State always seems to have linebackers, don't they? Pressure coming, and wrapped up and going down at the 28-yard line is Vanderwall. Wildman got him, Jacoby Wildman.
I never like leaving a big on a back. You have a tackle that's sliding down to help your guard right there. So now you got a big on a back, and you've got a 5-step drop, and you're trying to go low and cut. Good job staying on his feet, but that makes it tough for your tailback to try to block a D in. when you've got a tackle there, just go big on big. Makes it easy.
3rd and 17. Playbook gets real thin. 3rd and 17. And a deep shot, a deep out cut, and a flag.
And unfortunately, it's the right call because the ball was thrown behind. It's the right call because there was contact.
Zahadri Jackson had the coverage on Austin Conway, and that's going to turn into a huge penalty against Utah State. It's going to bring a 1st down. As soon as Brad Van Vark has the information, he'll pass it on.
Pass interference. Defense, 15 yards from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
This is a play where the ball's thrown behind, so he has to slow down to get it. I mean, it's good coverage. But he did interfere. I mean, that's a PI.
So a fresh set of downs out at the 44-yard line for Wyoming. 2 tights, Vanderwall under center. Conway crosses in motion. And nothing doing for Evans. Got a yard, maybe 2, that's it. And getting up last this time is Chase Christiansen. Both those kids in the middle of that defense at the linebacker level. Woodward and Chase Christiansen, 9 and 48. Good football players.
Very good football players. Carrying the torch of what they've done. And even the other 2 guys, Rockamore and Nalei, are both good linebackers, solid linebackers.
Out of the pistol, Utah State brings 4. There's a completion of midfield. It's Conway again. He's been busy.
He is your most consistent route runner.
Came into the game with 26 catches last year. He was Josh Allen's favorite target. He had 62 receptions a year ago, did Conway. So 3rd down and 3 for the Pokes. They'll go on the ground, and Evans breaks the tackle, trying to get to the chains. He will. He did that on his own. 1st down, Wyoming at the 41 of Utah State. Finally run out by Woodward.
This is a really good job of really changing his pace and tempo as he starts to hit the edge. So a quick bounce there to suck the linebacker inside. Great stiff arm on Rockamore. And then the burst up outside and plants the right foot. I like that. Planted the right foot at the end of this. Tried to get upfield to get some more.
Finish a run, right?
Right, absolutely.
Again, 2 tights. Play action for Vanderwall. And there's a flag down in the secondary. His throw was too tall for Price.
They're going to get Fortenberry for a hold. They ran a bench route. Price ran a beautiful bench route down here on the bottom side of the field, right in front of Utah State's bench.
Defense number 27, 10 yards from the previous spot, automatic 1st down.
Good eyes, partner. It is on Deontay Fortenberry.
Right here, he goes inside and watch him grab him, spin him around so he's unable to come out.
So now Wyoming with the aid of a couple of penalties on the move. 1st and 10, plus 33-yard line. Down 7-0 at home. And this is a couple of yards to Javon Bigelow. And making the tackle was Fua Leilua, 285-pound junior from Spanish Fork, Utah.
Very active up front, along with Christopher Unga.
Second and 8. Pressure coming, and they get home. Shovel pass is incomplete.
That's a great job.
He got it away because Tipa Nalei was draped around him, number 10. He's an explosive edge rusher. But again, Vanderwall's a big kid, man.
He's strong, big, strong kid. And he's able to shovel it right here, just ahead of the pressure.
Yeah, he saved 5 yards. And we have procedure against Wyoming.
And maybe Rudy Stouffer.
False start. Offense, number 69. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
Eric Oboje. See, if you're 350 pounds and you move early, the whole world sees you.
But they're all 350 pounds up there.
Yeah, anymore, right? Remember when it used to be you had a 300-pounder, it was
You're
mentionable?
Like, whoa! And he can run, and he can move well for a 300-pounder.
Yeah, right?
Now they can all move well for 300-pounders.
So it'll be second down. Or excuse me, third down at 13. They need the 23-yard line. Vanderwall with a flag down. This is his connection. The flag's down at the line of scrimmage.
We got to get Vanderwall to a point where he's not trying to throw every ball.
Illegal formation. Offense, more than 4 players in the backfield. That penalty is declined, brings up fourth down.
Where he's not trying to throw every ball like it's got to be a 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
Well, if he's a pitcher, you only put down one, right?
Right. There's no
all
off-speed,
heaters, right?
Right. And you know what happens to guys that just do that?
They get hit.
Yes.
And in this case, they
don't complete
connect
a lot of passes
frequently as any of the coaching staff would like. Jordan Nathan's back around his own 8-yard line. And this is a little too much foot for Dante Crow, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Let's go downstairs and see what Taylor McGregor's up to. Taylor?
Hey, I just wanted to talk about Jordan Love. You guys were talking about his natural progression at the quarterback position throughout the offseason. While talking to offensive coordinator David Yost, one of the things that he said that Jordan has been huge on is becoming a more vocal leader this season. And he said that's actually been super unnatural for Jordan because he's a really quiet guy by nature, but he's done a really good job of stepping up and being vocal for this team. And down here on the sidelines, I have watched him in between series. He will talk to the coaches and then go directly to each one of his guys and say, hey, did you see this on this certain thing? So certainly he is becoming a leader vocally, guys.
Yeah, and Taylor, as you know and said, you played the position as a professional for many years. That may be your personality. It can't be your football personality. This is picked off. Intercepted by Wyoming. Logan Wilson with the pick. Inside the 15, so the Cowboys with a big break.
He's just hanging on his crossing route with the tight end. It gets hit. The tight end doesn't see the ball come out. And here, this is huge. You've got Dax Raymond out, not playing tonight. He's a normal starter. You see him following his tight end across the field. The tight end pulls up, never sees the ball. And great hands by Logan Wilson. Sets the pokes up.
That's their first turnover in 184 offensive snaps. Big opening. Evans closes down at the 9. You have to convert this for 6 if you're the Wyoming Cowboys. It is an absolute must. They can get a first down at the 3. Bunch formation left. Evans makes a man miss in the backfield, and he gets swallowed up at the 10-yard line. Too many white shirts. Penetration initially from Dalton Baker, number 24. So now it's third down, and you're going to need 7 yards for the first.
Yeah. A day away, misses in the backfield. Baker, I mean, they had a party in the backfield.
Wyoming just 1 of 4 on 3rd down as you look at Adewale a day away. Scott resets on the right side of the formation. End zone shot. It's too hot. It's too high and too hot for Jared Scott. Pressure coming from Tipa Nalei. Now you have to take the field goal attempt.
Really never had anything in the route. There's nothing there. Trying to run a little a flank post where he comes in motion and runs wide, sticks outside, and then goes back to the post. But there's good coverage. Nothing there really to throw to.
27-yard field goal is down the middle. So Cooper Roth gets Wyoming some points, and it's 7-3 with 14 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Let's take a look at the conference standings brought to you by your Colorado Chevy dealers. Utah State blew out Colorado State on the blue turf in Boise last night to improve to 3-1 in conference play, 5-2 overall. The Rams dropped to 2-2, 3-5 overall. And there you see Wyoming. They were picked second in the Mountain Division behind Boise State at the start of the year. But it's Utah State controlling their own destiny. And if you're wondering when the Aggies get together with the Broncos, it will not come till after Thanksgiving on November 24th. And that game will be played in Boise. The Aggies have reeled off 5 straight victories, and they scored in the first 30 seconds of today's game. But since then, Wyoming has performed as we thought they would defensively. They are tough to move the ball against. And a yard deep. Utah State's going to bring it out. And Tarver still with it. Stayed in bounds, and a solid return for Savon Scarver. It was actually Cooper Roth who got a piece of the tackle.
Savon Scarver is one of those dudes that can fly, one of the fastest guys on the team.
I wonder next series if Wyoming then will go back and give some more snaps to the true freshman we saw briefly, Sean Chambers. Trips left for Utah State. Love pumps, now throws it in the flat. And there are a host of Cowboys and a late flag.
It's going to be an inadvertent face mask. But a face mask nonetheless. That's the only thing it can be. There was nobody blocking out there.
That was Devin Tompkins, the freshman, making the catch. Marcus Epps, Keon Blankenbaker were there defensively, and others.
Illegal touching on the offense, number 19. Number 19 was covered up on the line of scrimmage and was therefore an ineligible receiver. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Well, they didn't get lined up right. That was the last snap of the first quarter, but because it ended on a penalty, they'll have one untimed down for the Aggies. It'll be 1st and 15 from their own 29. Jordan Love hasn't hit a groove yet throwing the football. He's just 4 out of 13. That is not like Jordan Love. He was 17 of 23 last week. They're going to run draw and back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Andrew Wingard trying to throw him down a second time, as Logan Wilson will get up last. Well, we've played one chapter on homecoming in Laramie, and it's a slugfest so far. 7-3, Aggies leading the Cowboys. Back to the high plains in a moment.